What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Flagrant Talk sports podcast. It's me, Zay, here with my favorite co-host, Mr. Moses Famino.
What's going on, everybody?
And today we have the impossible task.
Dude.
No other way to describe it than that, of assembling the Team USA roster for this year's Olympics in Paris.
Baby. Yo, I didn't realize it's in Paris. I have
a feeling I know what song.
I have a theory.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But maybe.
What we've got for you is they announced the 41-man player pool of potential finalists that are going to be competing for only 12 roster spots. Now, this isn't like normal years. This list is stacked. So I want a quick disclaimer for both Mo and I. This is impossible. There's a billion different combos you could go with, and you would not be wrong. So there are a couple controversial picks on my end that did not make the list. And I'm sure Mo feels the same way.
Yep.
We're picking from all NBA talent, not just good ball players, rotation players, starters. These are all stars, all NBA superstar guys who are not on the list. So yeah, before you guys get mad, this is how it's going. Mo, do you want to explain to them kind of how we're breaking this video up a little bit?
Yeah, so it's as they said, a definitely challenging topic to break up this roster, but we are going to start it off by talking about our guards and then jumping over into the wing spot and then a couple bigs for you guys as well. So we just wanted to break it up by position, just to make it a little bit easier on ourselves because this is basically like throwing. I don't know. I was trying to think of an analogy. It's chalk on nails on a chalkboard. It's like this is impossible. It's hard to do.
It's like picking a favorite kid. Like from what I could imagine. Like, dude, this is impossible. There's too many good people. You love them for different reasons, but ultimately we picked 12 favorite kids. So
12 non-biased.
No. Yes.
So
I don't know if that was a hint as to what the Celtics fan in Moses means, but Mo,
I'm just known for rocking with my teams always and supporting them, but in a pool of this caliber, man, we'll see who makes the cut. So you ready to get started, man?
I would love to.
Let's start it off with our guards.
We're
gonna go player for player, correct?
Yes.
Should've
Quick
done that in the intro, but
yep. But we here now. We're gonna go pick for pick. 12 roster spots. That is very important for everyone following along. 12, and we can put the 41-man roster in the description. So before you go, how do you leave those guys off, dude? There's a lot of guys. So with that preface out of the way, with the softening up our list out of the way, Mo, who is the first guard you have representing the USA this year?
The first guard that I have representing Team USA, although him and his team are not having the best season, he is still the greatest shooter to play the game, one of the greatest point guards of all time. My first pick for the roster is Stephen Curry.
Yes. That's same here. So the easy and difficult thing about this is there's some guys who are just locks. And Curry is one of those locks. He's played for Team USA, as you said, greatest shooter in the history of basketball. You can't leave him off the list, and he will start for Team USA throughout the Olympics. Curry would be mine as well.
Glad we start off on agreement. As for our second guard, okay, real quick, I don't
Yeah.
know if this is a little teaser, a little spoiler, but there's a lot of players to pick from.
Yeah.
Did you do 4-4-4? Did you do 5-4? Oh, okay.
I did.
Because obviously, there's going to be 2 guards, 2 wings, 1
Yes.
big, probably most of the time. But
yeah.
yeah.
Yes. So I have 4 guards.
Okay.
I have 4
Okay.
guards.
I do as well.
Okay. Now, how many are similar? We'll see. So Curry, we got the same. So we're 1 for 1 to start this off. Nobody would disagree with Curry. Nobody.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of these locks that you talked about. And
yes.
There's a few more on this list. So
100%.
Yeah.
The next one that I have, Devin Booker.
Okay.
As a guard, he is a guy who really, really, really bought into his role last Olympics, is kind of being like a grittier defender.
Mm-hmm.
This time around, he's able to kind of play a bit of a 6-man role and just get buckets.
Yeah.
Like lead that second unit, say, hey, I can run the point. I can play the 2-guard slot. I can play a little bit of wing if you need me to. I'm willing to get scrappy with defenders. I think Booker's experience, as well as how good he's playing right now, kind of locks Booker in as another guard that's going to be on the team.
He is 3rd on my list of guards. I kind of had him ranked as how I thought I'd see them starting, maybe 2nd guard, but he's a 3rd guard I have listed. And as you said, he's shown, especially this last week, averaging over 45, 50. He's a bucket. And being able to lead that second unit, score, obviously, like you said, added a little bit of D. A lot of guys in the Olympics representing. I don't know. I feel like the defensive intensity is always kind of there and expected. In camp, they kind of ramp that up, and it's about competition. And so I got to agree for 2 for 2.
Yeah, you gotta buy into your role, because that's the thing is, like, all 12 of these players that are on my list have been an all-star, have been all-NBA. So it's about buying into that. Like, all 12 of these guys are used to being the guy or the second best guy. On this, you might be the 11th. You might be the 12th. Like, that's real. So I think Book is like a perfect guard you could have either in the starting lineup or as kind of a 6th man.
100%.
Yeah. I'm curious to hear your next one, though, because these other 2 could be a variety of guys.
This is where it got really challenging for me.
Yeah.
The combination of youth, maybe guys that should get their first chance representing Team USA.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many young NBA players coming up that they're going to have one of these younger guys representing Team USA. And this year specifically, he's shown that he is one of the purest point guards in the NBA. With a roster of studs around him, I can only imagine to see what he's going to do with that. So I'm going with Tyrese Halliburton.
My guy. I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, he balled out in this World Cup over the summer. Him and like the both of them really developed into stars, and Tyrese played so good. He is the perfect backup point guard who can just play make. Like, he can get buckets. All 12 of these guys can put up 20. Like, that is a given. But what Halliburton can do, he's a good defender. He's an elite playmaker. Like, leads the league in assists, I believe, at the moment. Like, he's so good at getting everyone involved. And with the lineups he's going to be able to work with, oh my goodness. Like, Tyrese.
It's exciting. It's exciting to think about. Yeah.
Yes. So 3 for 3 here.
Dude. Pretty crazy. I mean, I'm like always, didn't share our list before. This isn't scripted.
Yes. Good to note that, because I forgot to bring that up at the start.
But we always do. But just so this isn't scripted, I'm surprised, eh?
Yeah. This fourth one
This
is,
last spot might be one where we have a difference because I went a bunch of different ways throughout the day thinking about it when I first started really diving into my list and getting it going.
Yeah.
I was just tossing and turning back and forth about
Yes.
this final spot.
Yes. Who do you got as your fourth guy?
Just scrolling up and down through the list one more time.
Oh, man.
My fourth and final spot, man, I'm going to go with what I got down in the official picks list for Moses.
Yeah.
I'm going with Damian Lillard.
Can't be mad at that.
Clutch shot maker, offensive assassin. Obviously, some people don't think he's the best defender, but he can hold his own, especially in a star-studded lineup like Team USA would have.
Mm-hmm.
Hurts to snub some of these guys that are we gonna talk about that at the end? I forgot.
I was thinking we could do snubs kind of like as we're going.
Okay.
Because
just so it's not all at the end. Okay.
Yes.
So this one hurts for me to snub a guy like De'Aaron Fox, or even, I don't know if you have Anthony Edwards in your wings, but I don't, and I'm not considering him a guard. So it hurts to snub a guy like Anthony Edwards. I'm going with Damian Lillard.
Well, you teed me up real nice. My final guard pick is my most controversial pick of this entire list. Anthony Edwards is my pick.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad.
I love, so the thing you said about Dame is true. He's not the best defender. And I love Damian Lillard. This is not coming from a place of any hate, anything like that. But I think in the Olympics, similar to Halliburton, at the World Cup, all you heard from Steve Kerr, from everyone, man, he plays like MJ. Man, he's got some Kobe in him. Man, he can lead this for years to come. Like, everyone was just rolling over about accomplishments for him. Obviously, Lillard is Damian Lillard. So if you pick Lillard, I'm not mad. He is the biggest snub that I personally have, and I think it's the defense. And being able to buy into that off the bench with Book would be so good.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at it. Ant definitely proved himself on a smaller scale, but still very impressive. And he's had a dang good year, man.
Yeah,
good year.
He's been so good. So I have one player who made the list who is like, I've gone back and forth. So Dame is my number one alternate. If I'm going to sub any guy out, it's going to be for Dame. But if you're a viewer and you're like, well, man, like, who else was left off at the guard spot? Here's a handful of names. Desmond Bane. You have Jalen Brunson, Alex Caruso, De'Aaron Fox, James Harden, Tyler Hero, Drew Holiday, Kyrie Irving, Chris Paul, who has been in the Olympics for what feels like ever, Donovan Mitchell, Austin Reeves, who played for the World Cup team this last year, Duncan Robinson, Trae Young, and Derek White. I mean, dude, those are only guards.
When I first went through, I had Drew Holiday selected.
Yeah.
And like I could see it for being one of the best defensive guards the NBA has to offer.
Totally.
But it's just
it's tough, man.
It's tough.
And it's going to kind of come down to what they want, because I could totally see a world where they do Curry, Book, Lillard, and then go with a guy like a Derek White. Say, hey, just play defense. Drew Holiday, hey, we don't need you to shoot the ball more than twice. Like, just a lock up. We're going to throw you at a guy 1 through 3 and see what you can do and buy into that. Maybe you have Kyrie go in and play make in a spot where Halliburton would have. Like, Trae Young is Trae Young's, I think, defense kind of makes him a liability here.
Yeah.
And if it was between him and Dame, I'm picking Dame.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's kind of the tough spot for Trey, but all of those names to say, like, you're leaving off all-stars.
Even Brunson, just with the year he's had.
Dude, it felt horrible to leave him off.
Yeah.
Like, and he was on the World Cup team as well this last year. So it's like you've seen all these guys, and those are our guards, but man, oh man. Loaded.
It was loaded. It was tough.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't really get much easier at this next.
Gets way harder. Way harder from this one.
Just before we start off, how many wings do you have, man, in total?
5.
Okay.
5. Okay. How many do you have?
I have 4.
Okay. Oh.
But my I also have some. I have 2 wild card spots that have been undecided that I'm walking through. So it might be another wing, might be another big. Okay. I believe my guards are set, but
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, let's knock the.
Let's get the locks.
One of the obvious ones here. LeBron James is competing in the Olympics.
Yep.
Holy crap! I mean, it's pretty crazy to see him, and this is
him in the Wendy's on the camera.
Dude,
now it's like 4K cameras with the nice mic coming off, and you can see all his it's crazy.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
And this is probably his last. I mean, I say probably because who knows? It wouldn't surprise me if he's here in 2028,
dude.
Which is
crazy to say. To think about. Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to suit up, they're not going to tell him no. Even if he retires like the year before, and he's like, I got one more Olympic. Then they're going to say yes. But Braun is a lock. It's going to be so cool to see him in the Olympics again. So
100%.
That's one of the locks at this slot.
Yeah.
Who do you got?
No, I agree with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
As for the second spot, I got Kevin Durant.
Yep.
I got Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of those greatest shooters to ever play the game.
Yeah.
Especially with his size, especially with the guard ability at his size.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a lot more defensive credibility these last few years.
Yeah.
He's had the length, learning how to protect the rim a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Get some steals, be a little bit more of a disruptive defender. So he's another one that I would probably consider a lock to make.
He's a lock. He's a lock.
Yeah,
he's a lock. I there's a 100% chance he suits up, and he is the perfect 4. If I'm doing a starting lineup, he is just like him next to
the defensive problems.
Dude. I mean, he's a lock. This next guy is our guy. He played at the previous Olympics, more than deserving of a spot. He has ascended into superstardom, borderline top 5, lock top 5, however you view him. Jason Tatum here as one of the other wings that we've got in this slot.
Same so far through 3 in the exact same order I had him written. So
he's perfect. He could start. I think thinking about this lineup, I do think there is a way where you could have Curry 3 wings, big man. Like I don't know if they do Curry 2 guard wings, 2 wings center. Like I might do 3 wings here and then roll Curry out. So I love Tatum. I love the flexibility you can bring to your lineup. He's a perfect slot.
I'm just like, as we're creating this, like obviously should have known this. Just the versatility, is going to be so exciting to see.
Unreal.
Like Curry, 3 guards and a big, like,
dude.
Oh my gosh,
it's insane. You could have some time where Durant runs the 5 if you wanted to really
small ball.
Him, dude. Braun, JT, Book.
That's not
Curry.
even small ball.
Like, it's just hey, here's this. So I love Tatum there. Who do you
Couldn't
got
agree
as your
more.
other guy, though?
As my fourth and final confirmed wing, I got. Who are you? Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Defensive maestro,
Dude.
the claw, man.
Yeah.
He's just one of the most fun players to watch in the league, and has a little bit of experience playing. He's played before, right?
Yes.
On the US,
Yeah.
a little bit of experience. So
yeah,
it's earned. It's earned
Yeah.
to be the fourth wing on this list.
Yeah, he's perfect. You could start him. You can roll him off the bench. He can guard an opposing team's best player with ease. He can do everything. Kawhi is having probably the most underrated MVP caliber season in the NBA this year, where he isn't brought up at all, but he is having an incredible year on what is arguably the best team in the league. So Kawhi has to be on there. And as this final wing, I've got his teammate, PG-13.
Wow.
For the same reasons as Kawhi. Him and Kawhi with the defense in that lineup. Team USA loves, and the Olympics it's so important to have that defense that PG has Olympic experience. Obviously, the horrific injury was a part of that, and the fact that we could see him back healthy, playing at an all-star level in the Olympics again is special. He's perfect. He could play some 2-guard. He could play the 4 slot. Like, he's super versatile, and that's something that's important to me when filling out the list here.
Well, I had 2 guys off that one of them is a big that I was just thinking injury, they're not going to let him play, but I'm putting him on, and he's going to be the first guy I say.
Yeah.
As for my last spot, dude, you're giving me a very convincing argument for Paul George. I kind of didn't really consider him, because I've kind of tried to get that tragic moment out of my head.
Man.
But the redemption story would be
awesome.
That would be really awesome. So that's I don't think I'm gonna let you sway me though.
Yeah.
Let's jump over to our bigs.
Real quick. Here's a couple of the guys.
Oh yeah. Sorry, snub. Sorry.
You're good. Paulo Banchero, who was just named to his first All-Star team. So congrats to him. You have Scotty Barnes, who is playing at an all-star level. You have McCall Bridges, who also has Team USA experience. Jimmy Butler, who is Jimmy Butler. It goes without saying. You've got Aaron Gordon here, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Cam Johnson. That's it. But that's the Jimmy Butler one is the one where I could see Jimmy over PG.
But I feel like my 12.
Yeah, the other 4 are locks.
Jimmy's my 12.
Yeah. And that's totally fair. Like, I think because Braun is a lock, KD is a lock, Kawhi to me is a lock. I would be him and Tatum. I'd be shocked.
I feel like our first 4 were fairly lockish.
Yes. And then PG, that would probably be my pick. But again, Jimmy Butler is an incredible pick. McCall Bridges is another kind of underrated one where he'll buy into defense, has some Team USA experience, space the floor, and play his position. So I could see him as well.
100%.
Yeah, those are our wings.
Jumping on over to our 3 bigs.
Yeah, man.
I gonna start us off because I just filled him in, but obviously he was on my mind. Yeah, but there was some news today that scared me a little bit about picking him, but it's earned. He should be the starting big man if healthy. It's Joel Embiid.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So that's why I got to start us off. But I would say lock, but injury is so concerning. But disregarding injuries, he's a lot.
Yes, that goes for everyone. Like, there is a real chance that, you know, a team goes to the finals and maybe they win and it's a 7-game series, or maybe they lose and it's a 7-game series and they're like, I need a break. Going straight into Olympic ball, I'm going to step out. For Embiid, it's obviously his health. If he's healthy, he's locked in and he's the starting 5. Like, no question. And holy crap.
Yeah, like, that's filthy.
That's the biggest struggle for Team USA in the Olympics over the years has been their big slot. And so the fact that here's Embiid, like, here's a top 3 player in ball. Here was what was probably the MVP before injury. Here's him.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
So crazy, dude. But
yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. The next guy I've got has Olympic experience as well. Back from, it was either right, I think it was right before he got drafted, but I've got Anthony Davis. He could play some 4, he could play some 5, he could come off the bench, he can start for you. Anthony Davis, he's a rim protector, lob threat. You know who Anthony Davis is. He's amazing.
We're 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's that. I feel like Embiid is a lock. He is on the team. I feel like AD is a lock.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I would agree.
This last one is the one, though, for me that is the what I refer to when talking about Dame. This is pure preference. If, as I said, like, Team USA normally doesn't have the big man talent, or it's normally the weakest, where you normally have like one really good guy and then you're kind of walking in like an okay backup. They have a real opportunity to have 3 go-to guys, AD being able to play the 4 slot. I've got Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat.
Ding, ding, ding.
Let's go.
I also have Bam. Yeah, I think he's just earned it, dude, over the the development has been crazy. Kind of came in, you know, always good on defense, kind of developed a little mid-range, she's able to do it all now a little bit, which is, it's just nice to see.
Without a doubt.
And I think earned the spot. So
yeah. I think if Team USA wants to only bring 2 bigs and they'd rather have Jimmy Butler, like maybe they pick his Heat teammate, they say, hey, we want another wing guy. Maybe they say, hey, we want Dame, or we want whatever. Maybe they want Kyrie. Who knows? I could see that as well. But me personally, I felt like having 3 bigs kind of made sense. And obviously you felt that same way. This is 3 for 3.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah.
Pretty similar, dude. Only a couple, 1 or 2.
Yeah. It's there's, because it's like the hard and easy thing was like a couple of these guys are just, they're in.
Yep.
They're in. LeBron doesn't have to do anything. He's in. Curry is in. KD is in. Kawhi is in. Embiid's in. Tatum's in. I feel like Booker is a lock. Like, that's 6 or 7 right there.
Yeah.
That are just, there's half your team.
It's tough. Like, it's tough. Real quick, some of these bigs that were left off include Jared Allen, Chet Holmgren,
Yep.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
So real quick, I like Jaren. He can't rebound.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem. He is an elite defender. Elite. And so that is big. This team's got elite defenders, though.
Yeah.
And Bam is an elite defender. AD is an elite defender. Embiid is an elite defender. And they rebound.
Yeah.
So for that, and Jaren has Team USA experience too, but I mean,
tough list to make it on. Walker Kessler, Bobby Portis, and Duncan Robinson. But Bobby's a little bit of a convincing.
Bobby is the guy. So every Olympics team, it kind of feels like there's that one guy where you're like, oh, like they're good. They're a really good player, but
yeah,
they're
really,
picked over these guys. Like,
yeah,
I could see Bobby being that.
yeah. Well,
Like,
energy.
I,
Well,
yes, and he would be a great pickup. Like
mm-hmm.
the intensity off the bench, he buys into his role in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
So it would be easy for him to buy into one here, playing with
mm-hmm.
all the star talent that they have.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it's this year is crazy. I could also see Jet, man.
yeah. I was thinking about throwing Chet in there, a little young Christian
Yes.
Leitner
Yeah,
type. Okay,
AD.
but yeah,
It would kind of be cool to see AD mentor the young guy making the team when he was that young guy.
yeah.
What was like 20? I think that was 2012 because I think that was
12,
the
yeah,
Kobe. It had to have been
yeah.
because
There's no way it was
16 is too
16.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 is too
Oh,
late,
8
and
is
2008 is too early. So
yeah. It's 12. Damn.
yeah, so it would kind of be cool. But I think the reason I didn't have Chet is I already went with two young guys
Mm-hmm.
in Halliburton and Edwards. So I was
Yeah.
like, do I really want three?
My only main one is Hallie, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like Halliburton, he's just made for this team.
yes,
Like he would
literally,
be so good.
yeah, it would be so exciting to watch, dude. Just his dishes and
Yes.
just alley-oop off
Mm-hmm.
the backboard, goal 10 because
Yes, man.
World Cup, you can do it. Oh man,
He would be great, and he's great too because he can play some two guard. If you want to say go in the corner, that's fine. They have to defend him because he will knock it down. So it's like the fact we're talking about, like the 12th best player on this team is Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like a 20 plus 10 guy.
Gotta be gold. Anything but gold is.
Yeah, if this team doesn't win gold, bro, don't come back.
Yeah, they
like,
should
I'm
run
dead
the
serious.
French league.
Yeah, no. I want every player on the roster retired, including Tatum.
Yeah.
This isn't meant to be Celtics homerism, but I do feel like Derek White is another guy who could kind of like make
Dude,
it and be like, oh,
he's leading guards and blocks.
Yeah.
He's clearly bought in on the defensive end, and he can hit shots when the defenses are going to be focused on those main guys. The corners might be open.
Yeah.
You just need that little 3-and-D guy. Derek White can be that guy 100%.
Yeah, without a doubt. And Chris Paul is another one too where I feel like just off of that like name, what he's meant to the Olympics, like
probably his last time.
Yeah, I could 100% see Chris Paul getting a call, but dude, the guards are too good.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be hard to have him in over Lillard, Ant, Kyrie, all those guys. It would be tough.
100%, dude.
So yeah, that's our roster. Let us know yours. Ours aren't going to be 100%, but there's some locks in there where everyone can agree. So
yes,
we've got those.
Man, dude, I'm really excited. When does this start? Do you know?
I don't know an exact date.
Here.
I don't know when the cuts are either. Grant Hill, who is handling some of these cuts and everything like that, I don't envy in the slightest. This was impossible.
Yeah. No, this is really challenging. Like,
dude,
obviously they get to see how they go and compare against each other, and they have all the behind the scenes. But dude, it's ridiculous.
Insane. Like you have a guy who we haven't even given a thought to is Trae Young, who's putting up 27 and 10.
Yeah.
We didn't even
that is a crazy,
talk about
it. That is a crazy.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
July 27th through August 10th.
I can't wait.
I love the Olympics, bro.
It's going to be so fun to see. Dude, like I just remember the 2012 Olympics are like ingrained in my mind, seeing Kobe, Braun, Melo, all those guys. Tyson Chandler was our big man.
Yeah.
Like that team, watching those games during the summer at my grandparents is like locked in my head.
Memories,
so
yeah.
This is giving me those same feelings, dude. This team is loaded.
I hope there's not backouts. I hope there's not this and that.
But even if there is,
we got so many options.
So this isn't meant to disrespect anyone else, because every other country has plenty of talent. I'm not trying to crap on anyone else. But if you remove all the 12 guys we said and we pick all the subs, we make a team of all the guys we didn't pick.
See, Snubs list wins. Gold.
They're still the favorite. Yeah, no, like legitimately.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, my lead guard on that would be Dame.
Yeah, dude, that team would be filthy, actually.
So, again, no disrespect. This clip's gonna bite real hard if we don't get gold.
We're gonna be all over the streets of Greece. They're
gonna be like, look at these morons,
these idiots,
these peons.
Yeah.
So,
but
that's I feel like that's reality. If this team doesn't win gold, it's a failure. There's no
shortage.
Yeah,
like they have to. So
yeah, I agree.
Well, man,
we know it's
great vid, but most important time of the day.
Let them know.
Hours of the day, most important seconds of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's song of the pod.
Come on, baby.
Zay, what do you have for the people to kick off their beautiful first weekend in February?
Man, I got Bang the Bus by Moxo Cream. It's a new song. It's got the Magic School Bus as the song cover. So it's pretty dope. Great song. The instrumental is awesome. He does say some crazy stuff, especially at the beginning where I'm like, bro, listen, relax. Relax. I don't need to hear you talk about doing all that. Yeah, but thanks, bro.
Appreciate it.
I feel like, real quick, I feel like most of the songs I've brought up, I have had to put a claim at the end of like, but this part's crazy. Like, bro, why am I sabotaging?
It's tough, bro. It's tough to pick because some songs are really fire, but they just have some interesting moments. Like, bro,
yeah, we're like, oh, don't say that
for
please.
Everyone, bro. Like,
yeah, like
I get your fans and music people might listen to this, but
like, I can't play this. I can't play this in front of my family.
I'm trying to share this with everyone.
Yeah,
and I hope you give it a listen, but just be warned.
But also if you're, not
babysitting or
do not listen. Then this is a do not listen song of the pod. But
I think I might be adding to that, but I also haven't listened to lyrics yet. I just kind of gave it a first listen. It's a new song as well. Don Toliver dropped a new song, Bandit, and I love the instrumental. I'm a big Don Toliver fan, so liked it first listen. I will dive in and to the lyrics and maybe put a disclaimer in the bottom of our description, just for people if it's a rated R song. But from what I first listened, nothing too crazy, just a good old Don Toliver song. So
yeah. There we go, baby.
There we go, kicking off the weekend with some heat. Hope you guys enjoyed, man. This was it was a fun one to get out, but a challenging cuts.
Yeah. Spent way too long on this. This is probably the longest I've spent on a video of ours, besides like the record predictions, because that one is just long. Yeah. But this, dude, I kept looking at names and just swapping. Like, it was impossible.
It's tough, dude. It was tough, but got it done.
Yeah.
Let us know again if we missed anyone, even though
we did
talked about it.
Yeah, I mean,
let us know in the comments again. Reiterate. Maybe the NBA or who is it, Grant Hill, will see that comment and be like, you know what, they're right.
This guy brings up a good point.
Yeah.
As if Grant Hill isn't like a Hall of Famer.
yeah, but
like, these guys get it.
Yeah, but please do, please push.
Please Please do. All right. We'll catch y'all in the next video. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know your teams. Big hugs. Big from Flagrant Talk.
Yeah, always. Much love.
See y'all in the next video.
Later, everyone.